The West Kelowna Sun Devils. Yes, it's nighttime, but the Sun Devils are on their way to the BC Championship. The Provincial gold medal head coach Chris Smith joins us, and this is the Junior Bantam. We're talking Junior Bantam football, and you've had a terrific season. Just recap some of the games that you've played, some of the scores, some of the teams that the record. How about the record? Let's start with that.
You know what? Well, we actually started with a 4-foot loss beginning of the season. Prior to that, we won 2 tournaments in Maple Ridge and here in Kelowna. And then from there, we won everything. We had blowouts all the way through, and I think the most points we gave up in a game was 12, and our average was about 50 points a game.
Why the forfeit? I mean, just guys just not ready to play?
You know what? We couldn't field enough players. It was the long weekend in August, and we just couldn't get enough kids. So we had 14 kids that day.
You say you win the rest of the way, which you have. You went into a BC semifinal down in Victoria, not knowing much about Victoria last week, and you beat them 48-0. I mean, going in, you knew they were going to be big and strong and fast and that kind of thing, but how were you able to have such success?
Well, I had a friend of mine tape one of their game, their Vancouver Island Championship game the week before. So we had tape on them from one game, and we prepared for it, and it just all came together.
At this level, the Junior Bantam level, is there a lot of passing or is there a lot of just handing off and hopefully the defense holds?
Typically a lot of running at this level. There's not as much passing. So it's a big, strong, fast game.
We're here at CNC. You're preparing for the final on this artificial turf. You're down in Langley. Artificial turf as well. So did you want to practice on this? Was it very important to get accustomed to this?
Absolutely. On the west side, we've been playing on grass fields, and playing on this field all year for the most part for the Kelowna games has been fantastic. We played in Victoria last weekend on the turf. Next week's turf, so you know what? We're thrilled to be here working on this field.
And you got Coquitlam in the final. What do you know about them?
We know they're big, we know they're strong, we know they're fast, and they have a big running game.
Okay. Can you, allow them to score a point or two after your shutout last week?
We think they're going to score a few points. We just need to make sure we score a few more.
Yeah. Who are the guys on your team that you will lean on a little bit to lead this club?
You know what? We've got 4 team captains. Nathan Humes, who has been a force all year. I think he's averaging 3 touchdowns a game and a beast on defense. We certainly look to Nathan to have a huge day. Nick Kopp, again, a couple touchdowns a game, putting up 100 or 200 yards a game. Ty Truong, another team captain, tearing it up all year. Christopher Smith, my little man, you know what? He's done really well. He's kind of scoring a touchdown a game. He plays safety for us. So, you know what? Those 4 are our team captains, and they're the heart and soul of this team. That being said, we have an incredible group of 22 kids, and they work like a team.
How about the weather? Will that affect? I mean, it's cold here. No doubt it'll be cold in Langley on Sunday. So how is that going to affect the guys?
You know what? It's going to be cold and wet from what I understand. Okay. I think it's going to be 60% chance of rain. So, yeah. You know what? They're ready. Yeah. We played in all kinds of weather this year. They're ready for anything. If you can play here in the cold, you know what? It's probably going to feel like the Bahamas down there in Langley.
Chris, thanks for doing this. Good luck.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Chris Smith and the West Kelowna Sun Devils in the Junior Bantam football final is coming up this weekend. Go Sun Devils.